you know that you will get a brand new 70-inch smart UHD TV when you pay 10 million naira outright for the 500 square meter business plot in our PG estate at Baronje Ikotun? But that's not all. You also get a fully paid dinner for two in a 5-star hotel right here in Lagos, and one night stay in the same 5-star hotel, plus complimentary breakfast. You don't believe me, right? Well, why not prove me wrong by taking me up on my offer? Call the numbers showing on your screen for further details and inquiries.
Tade Cash. Tade Cash is a world-class cash flow entrepreneur and investor, a super wealth coach, legendary closer, and an educator. Is a co-founder of more than 5 cash-rich businesses and believes that assets should be predictable, consistent, and perpetual income that funds our lifestyle. It shows individuals, companies, and nations how to unlock the hidden assets that would create perpetual, consistent, and predictable prosperity for them. He is the creator of the Short and Sell program and the Money Mastery program. He is the author of Shut Up and Collect the Money, the Money Mastery Revolution, Build Assets, Not Just a Business, as well as the Wealth Genotype. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as we welcome on stage Tade Cash.
Guys, beautiful Sunday evening. I'm your wonderful host, all the way from Lagos, Nigeria. All right, this is your favorite guy. This is your uncle. This is your friend. This is your brother. This is your coach. This is your investor, Tade Cash. I'm right here today with my buddy, the guy behind the scene all the time. I call him the Josh, the rich guy, the Josh, the camera guy, the Josh, the wealthy guy, the Josh, the soon to be on the Forbes guy. You know what I'm talking about. It's good always being here. By the way, this is our 17th edition episode of the show. That means we have done the show 17 Sundays. That's what happened. 17 Sundays we have showed up here, and it's been awesome. So we're gonna do something a little bit different today. And what are we doing? I'm sharing with you what I call 10 mistakes that people make that make them stay poor and how you can avoid it. All right, so this is it. Remember, by the time we're done with the show today, I'm going to give you a gift, and it depends on you. You have to follow the show to the end to be able to know the gift I want to give to you. And this is it. It's very important that you know that every time things are not working the way you want them to work, it's not because things don't work. It's because perhaps you are doing the wrong thing or you need to rework what you're doing. And so when you can put all of these things together, it literally changes your life. And that's where I always bring this show to you every Sunday. And we bring this show to you every Sunday. By the way, if you live in Port Harcourt, I'm going to be live in Port Harcourt on Friday. You want to do business meeting with me? You want to hang out with me? You want to ask me money questions? You want to say, oh, how can I move my sales from 2x to 20x to 10x? How can I change my business? You run a business that makes 10 million naira a year, and you're looking at how to turn it to 100 million naira a year business. And you live in Port Harcourt City. I'm going to be in Port Harcourt on Friday. If you want to hang out with me, that is going to be an amazing thing you can do. And you can contact us, say, I live in Port Harcourt and all of that. And people will then give you details of where you can meet me. And you are going to come meet me. But it's also not free. But the truth is you can set up an appointment with me to pick my brain for an hour. By the way, an hour now to pick my brain is about 500,000, but you can afford to have something to work for you. But this is what happened. One of my time can help you to move your business. I can show you the big moves, the money moves, the 4 money moves that can change your business for the next level. So I'm going to be in Port Harcourt. I'm going to be speaking in a program called Thrive. I think I'm going to be speaking in a program called Thrive on Saturday. Almost like 5,000 students. They're going to be in River State University. If you also like to join me there on Saturday, it's a good thing to be. Come and learn how to sell your way to financial freedom. I'm going to be speaking on how to sell your way to financial freedom. You know, that was a time in my life where having a couple of money in my bank account is a miracle. But today, I make money at will. Why? Because of the skill called selling. And today I tell people I will always be rich. I'm grateful for that skill and I'm not proud of it, but I'm grateful for the skill of ability to collect money legally anywhere in the world. And that is one thing that you would like to learn from me. If your business is slow because sales are slow, so what do you need to do? Change the dynamics. And that is one thing on Saturday. I'm going to be in Port Harcourt Friday till, I don't know, I think on Monday, I'm going to be leaving Port Harcourt back to the city of Lagos. Saturday is a training. Saturday is going to be good. I'm looking for Port Harcourt. I'm looking forward to eat some lovely food with my G. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to hit the city of Port Harcourt. We're going to eat some native soup, man. I love native soup, Port Harcourt. I love bole. You know what I'm talking about? Saturday is the deal. My guys are going to be fully on ground. If you're in Port Harcourt, by the way, I think there's a program you would like to be part of. It's going to be life changing. It's going to be literally life changing. You're going to be getting a couple of my books. You're going to get things I'm going to share with you on how to live in the word of Caesar. You know, some people call me Caesar King right here because I show you how to live in the word of Caesar. So, without taking much of your time, we're going to go straight into tonight because this is very, very important. Do you know something? That statistics have shown that by time people are 60 years old, now that is only 10% of people that get to 60 years old can fund their own lifestyle. By the time people are 60 years old, they will not be able to fund their lifestyle anymore. By the time 60 or 60 years old, a lot of people, out of all the people that get to 60 years old, is only 10% of them that will be able to pay for their lifestyle. It's only 3% of them that will be able to live well. It's only 1% of them that will be very rich. All right, I will say that again. It's only 10% of people that get to 60 years old that can pay their own bill. Out of the 10% of people, it's only 3% of them that will be able to live the lifestyle that is basic, that is good. And there's only 1% of them that will be able to be wealthy and live well. So the question is, don't just listen to the statistics, but use the statistics. So why do people still poor? Why do people still poor? Let me say this, and this can be treatable for you today. And this is what I need you to pick up from what I'm about to put down. It's not a problem that you are born poor. It is a trouble that you're still poor. All right? It's not a problem that you're born poor because how you were born is not your choice. What you were born into is not your choice. It's the choice of your parent. How you live and how you stay when you have grown is then your choice. It's no more the choice of your parent. So how your children become is not the children's choice, but it's your choice. So this is what happened. The first thing that you need to know today is that one of the bad habits that people have is that people think that poverty, now this is the first mistake people make about staying poor. People think that poverty is a faith, not a choice. People often think that poverty is a destiny, not a choice. They think that staying poor is a destiny, not a choice. Now, the moment you think that they say these are fundamental, and you need to get this first. People think you want to get rich. They think staying poor is a fate, F-A-T-E, not a choice. But this is what happened. Either you are rich is a choice. Either you are poor is a choice. You know, 50 Cent, my guy, used to say this, is I'd rather be rich or die trying. You know what that means? It means it's a choice. It's not a fate. Poverty, staying poor is not a fate. You might have done business, you might have made wrong choices about money, you know, but because you make it, good people often make bad choices. All right? Good people make bad choices. So because you have made bad choice does not necessarily mean that is your destiny. You remember, by the time Colonel Sanders was about 60 years old, the original founder of KFC. By the time he was 60 years old, his mates are already going for the welfare in America. But guess what happened? Because Colonel Sanders remember that staying poor is a choice, not a fate. He took the skill of the recipe that he has in his hand, knocking at different doors. You see, I have a biography of that man, and it's so amazing. Guess what? In the biography, he was knocking at different doors, trying to do work, trying to get this. Because you see, I would rather be rich. I would rather be rich and die than to stay all my life and be poor. So the point is realizing that staying poor is not a fate. People stay poor because they think that staying poor is a fate, not a choice. So the first thing tonight, staying poor is not a fate, it's a choice. This is what I mean. That means if you're poor, it's your fault. If you are rich, it's your fault. The point you need to choose going forward is that stop thinking that staying poor is not your fault. Staying poor is your fault. If you check your bank account today, and you can't find 500, 1 million naira there, or 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion, it's your fucking fault. All right? It's not the fault of the economy. It's not the fault of the government. Guess what happened? The government of your nation has its own fault. It's not the fault of the employers. It's not the fault of anyone. It's your fault. So this is what I tell myself. If I'm rich, it's my damn fault. If I'm poor, it's my damn fault. I'm not apologetic about being rich. And I'm not seeking sympathy when I'm broke. What does that mean? It is my fault. And what I do, my fault is my choice. It's not my fate. Staying poor is not a fate, it's a choice. Someone says that, and what about me? I live in a country where so many things are, you see, because you don't have money in your pocket temporarily does not mean you are poor. All right, it only means you are broke. But this is what happened. The moment you still being broke as a destiny, then you are poor. Then in being broke, remember, broke is the past tense of break. And there is a past participle of broke, which is broken. The moment you give excuse for your being broke, guess what happened to you? Then you still poor. You see, poverty is an habit. And it's an habit that ends up as a bandit. What does that mean? It means that if you encourage this habit in your life, it will steal your joy, it will steal your abundance, it will steal your progress, it will steal your freedom. So first thing first, staying poor is not a faith, it's a choice. Hope you're getting something from what I'm putting out. I hope you're picking something out from what I'm putting down. So this is it. You need to go back to your mirror tonight after the show, and you look at your mirror and you call your name, and you say to yourself, if I'm broke, it's my choice. Guys, if you have to choose, what then do you choose? Do you choose being broke? What does it mean to be broke? To be broke means that you need something, but you can't afford it. This thing is very important. You need something you can afford. It means you're broke. What does it mean to be broke? It means that your expenses are more than your income. What do? Tell yourself, if my expenses are more than my income, it's my fault. If you're watching the show last week Sunday, or if you have not seen the video, if you didn't watch the Sunday cash flow service last Sunday, my friend gave an amazing concept about how we begin to pay attention to his financial life. Guess what it is? You begin to look at the gap between his expensive and his lifestyle. Because see, a lifestyle needs a wealth style. So that means your lifestyle needs a wealth style. So the question is, what fund your lifestyle? Most people want to fund the lifestyle without a wealth style. That means you must be able to have created wealth that can fund your lifestyle. So this is what happened. The first thing, staying poor is not a fate, it's a choice. That's the first thing. I hope you pick that up. The second one for today, blaming your circumstances. Blaming your circumstances. The second is like the first, blaming your circumstances. That means you're staying poor. The moment you say staying poor is my choice, someone's going to get angry for that. Someone's going to say, Daddy, you don't understand. What will you say? Staying poor is my choice. I don't want to stay poor. You think that I would like to be in this situation? But the point is, until you own it, you can't change it. Until you own it, you can change it. Most people don't have a sense of ownership. And you see, a sense of ownership is what creates returns. So until you own your situation, you can't change your situation. So what do I need you to do today? Own it. Own your situation. It's my fault. Staying poor is not my destiny. It's rather a function of my programming. So what do I need to do? Stop blaming your circumstances. Stop blaming your circumstances. Let me quickly quote a man that I love of a blessed memory, James Allen, in his book, As a Man Thinketh. He says, a lot of people are so anxious. And in one of the chapters called Thought and Circumstances, he said a lot of people are so anxious to change their circumstances that they never bother to change themselves. And as a result of that, their circumstances remain the same. And he says a man cannot travel within and stand still without. And then he continued by saying that circumstances does not make a man or a woman. He only reveal him or her. He only reveal him to himself. So circumstances is a revealer, not a maker. Circumstances is a revealer, not a maker. Circumstances reveal, doesn't make you. Circumstances does not make you, it only reveal you. So circumstances reveal you to yourself. Now, the Latin word for the word circumstance is the word circum, which is circle, and stance, which is standing. In other words, the circle you are standing is what circumstances mean. In other words, if you don't like the circle you stand, you change the circle. If you don't like the circle you stand, you make a shift. And so this is what happens. If you keep blaming your circumstances, you will never change your circumstance. You see, circumstances is not a bad word. It's just a circumstance. It's just a circle you are standing. I mean, the circle you are presently standing is not pleasant to you. What do you need to do? Change it. How do you change it? You change your thought. You change your choices. Stop staying poor. Staying poor as a choice. You change those things. You control your mind. You come to the realization that this is it. Stop blaming your circumstance. Own it. Don't blame it. Because people, the second reason people stay poor, the mistake that people make to help them stay poor is that they blame their circumstances. They say, I don't know what's going on with this economy. We are not selling. Excuse me, people are selling. Why not you? Stop blaming the circumstances. Change the circumstances. You are designed to change the circumstances. You have the power. You are the creator. You are the chooser of your thought. And your thought create your reality. Your church choose your circumstance because it is an accumulation of events, the circle that you are standing. So the second thing is to realize that people stay poor by blaming their circumstances. Are you like that? Are you like that? You blame your circumstance? Blame leads to lame. So if you put a blame on it, it causes a lame for you. If you put a blame on it, it causes a blame for you. Every time you blame everything that is outside of you to be the cause of your problem, the real problem is your perception, not the problem. So this is it. Stop blaming your circumstances. Start owning it. Start owning it. So this is it. Stop blaming your circumstances. Do you pick that up? Now let's quickly go to the third one. The third one. Complain about things that you can control. You say people that stay poor complain about the things they can control. Yeah. Why complain about the things you can control? Why? You see, if you can't control it, don't complain either. If you can control it, go ahead and get it done. Because you see, action sets you free. Action sets you free. So this is it. The third reason why people stay poor is that they complain about what they can control. People that complain about what they can control, guess what happened to them? They stay poor. Remember, the plain poison habit. Now, this is an habit people form, many people. This habit happen to be an inheritance because one of the inheritances we receive from our parents is habits. That pass habit to you. Some of our parents pass habits of staying poor to us. Like, for instance, I tell you, you're okay the way you are. You're not okay the way you are. No, no, no. You're not okay the way you are. You are designed to be better than the way you are. You are a possibility in progress. So, in other words, you need to keep getting better. So, the third mistakes that people make that make them stay poor, that you need to stay away from going forward, is this: stop complaining about what you can control. If you can control it, why complain? Go ahead and change it. All right? If you can control it, why complain? Go ahead and control it. Go ahead and do something about it. What can you control in your business? You see, you can control the number of leads that you generate. You can control the number of people that you call this week. Why complain about what you can control? You can control the number of places that you go in the course of the week. Why complain about what you can control? So this will happen. People that complain about what they can control, they end up staying poor. Remember, you can be born poor, it's not your fault, but staying poor when you have come of age is your downfall. And this is the point today. Why complain about what you can control? All right, that's amazing, guys. That's amazing. That's the first three things I want you to know today. That's the first three things. Let's quickly go to the fourth thing today. The fourth thing today is that people that stay poor tolerate mediocrity. Okay, they call themselves the masses. They call themselves, they accept the average. They say things like, I'm trying. Trying is lying. You're not there to try. You're there to make things, you're here to thrive. You're not here to try. You are here to try. In other words, stop trying. Stop tolerating mediocrity in your life. No. Stop tolerating mediocrity in your life. Stop tolerating mediocrity in your life. Remember the first thing that we talk about. Remember the second thing that we spoke about. Remember the third thing that I just spoke to you about. The fourth thing is tolerating mediocrity is one of the fundamental ways that people stay poor. Tolerating mediocrity is one of the ways to stay poor. What does it mean to tolerate mediocrity? Just doing things anyhow. Okay, stopping because you are tired, not because you have gotten things done. No. Giving on flimsy excuses why you should not get things done when you're supposed to get it done. Guess what happened? For you to be successful, you have to become a narrow. You have to become a narrow. What does it mean to be a narrow? No excuse, result only. No excuse, result only. There are times that things go down, but when things go down, don't go down with them. Okay, don't tolerate mediocrity in your life. You try to raise money from people. You call your friends to raise you some money to be able to do some things, or maybe you're low on cash and your friend says that they don't got the money and then you quit. Come on, man, you quit because you've given up on your dream. People don't quit when they don't give up on your dream. In other words, so this will happen. Don't quit. The moment you quit, it shows you have given up on your dream. It shows that your dream doesn't matter to you. You don't expect everybody to like your dream. Your dream is not ice cream. Not everybody will like your dream. It means that this is what happened. You keep knocking on the door. You keep re-strategizing. You keep finding a way to make things happen. So this is what happened. If you tolerate mediocrity, you're going to stay fucking poor. And that's what happened to a lot of people. Stop tolerating mediocrity in your life. All right? Stop tolerating mediocrity in your life. That's the fourth thing I'm gonna share with you. We're gonna go on break, but before we go on break, let me quickly share the fifth thing with you. And what am I going to talk about? The fifth thing is stop surrounding yourself with the dumb people. All right, stop surrounding your life with dumb people. I love what the richest and the richest man that ever recorded in history ever said about us. He said that walk with a wise shall be wise, and a companion of fool shall be fucking destroyed. Modern day translation. All right, that means the children. The people stay poor because they often surround themselves with dumb people trying to trying to just win the acceptance of people that can help them. So this is what happened. Check your environment. See, as a teenager at the age of 19, I was attending beautiful, wonderful churches around where I grew up in Ejesha, Lagos, Nigeria. And this is what happened. But when I begin to remap my life and I realized that for me, prosperity is a purpose and prosperity is a plan, I discovered that I need to change some certain things immediately. It wasn't convenient, man. It wasn't convenient, guys. But guess what happened? I changed it. Thank God I did. One of the biggest and wonderful, wonderful decisions I ever make in my life is to change at that time. I still keep contact with some guys, some people, but this is what happened. Sometimes, most time, people stay poor because they surround themselves with dumb people. And when I mean dumb people, I'm not trying to be rude on people, but I'm just saying this. There are two kinds of people in your world: dumb people and smart people. Who is the smart people? Whoever is leading you to your destiny, whoever is in line with where you're going with your life, whoever is supportive of where you're going with your life, those are the smart people. Whoever is leading you away from where you're going, they may speak nice, but they're leading you away from where you're going. They're the dumb people in your space. All right. Some people run business and they hire dumb people because they just want to be called boss. Some people, they run business and pay people salary that can produce results. And because those people greet them, want to show up at work in the morning and they want to keep them all in their place of work. You're surrounding yourself with dumb people, you're going to stay poor, my man. You're going to stay poor, sis. Come on. See, it takes a level of ruthlessness for you to be limitless. In other words, if you're not going to be ruthless with yourself, life will be ruthless on you. And when life is ruthless on you, man, you go nowhere. Remember that poverty is not a testimony, and poverty, it is an iniquity. In other words, if you don't quit, surrounding yourself with people that have already quitted their race, you are going to become a quitter very soon. So this is what happened to people. They surround themselves with people because they have a fucking low self-esteem. They can't raise themselves and they can't walk alone. You see, let me tell you, you are not permitted to lead other people if you're not willing to walk alone, even when no one follows you. Why? Because there are times in the race of your prosperity journey, in the race of your success, that you must be willing to walk alone. Why must you walk alone? Because this will happen. If you want to be great and you want to be in the Hall of Fame, not a lot of shame, you must be willing to stand by you for you alone sometime. Because you see, but trying to buy the record of other people, trying to make people feel good around you as if you're an ice cream all the time, will make you end up being poor. And this is what happened. Those are the people I call the dumb people. Surrounding yourself with the dumb people make you a dumb ground for rubbish. Surrounding yourself with the dumb people make you a dumb ground for foolishness. Surrounding yourself with dumb people make you a dumb ground for people that get going your journey, but you just want to accept them around you. You know your problem? You have a low self-esteem. And this loss of esteem is the first thing you need to cure for you to be able to cure your being broke eventually. So remember, I've talked about the 5 things first. Remember, we're going to 10. Hope you're picking the lessons today. I hope you're picking the lessons. Number 1, staying poor is a choice, not a fate. To people that stay poor, see staying poor as a fate, not a choice. If you can't pay your bill, see it as a choice, not a fate. Now, let me tell you, if your rent is due and you have to run around for your landlord, seeing it as a fate is not going to help you to pay it. See it as a choice. And when you see it as a choice, something's going to happen. You're going to get pissed off. You're going to get angry. But this is what happened. Often at time you can't get lifted up until you get pissed off. So for you to change, you have to change. For you to change, you have to accept to change. And one of the things that will change you is that truth will set you free. But before it sets you free, you have to first do what? Piss you off. So this is what happened. You need to accept what I've just shared with you. Firstly, staying poor is a choice. So if you want to stay poor, just accept staying poor as a fate, not a choice. All right? The moment you accept that, you're going to have a big problem. Number 2, blame your circumstances. Just blame it. Number 3, remember what I said to you. Number 3, complain about things that you can control. Number 4, tolerate mediocrity. And number five, I spoke to you about surrounding yourself with dumb people is one of the things, mistake that people make that make them still poor. Guys, these are five first things I'm talking to you about. Begin to think about your life right now. Begin to think about your business. Begin to think about you. Because about you, I'm not talking to two persons, I'm talking to you watching this video right now. When we come back, we're gonna go to the five players. I hope you're picking up something from what I'm putting down. I'm Tade Cash. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Do you know that you will get a brand new 70-inch smart UHD TV when you pay 10 million naira outright for the 500 square meter business plot in our PG estate at Baronje, Ikotun? But that's not all. You also get a fully paid dinner for two in a 5-star hotel right here in Lagos, a one-night stay in same 5-star hotel, plus complimentary breakfast. You don't believe me, right? Well, why not prove me wrong by taking me up on my offer? Call the numbers showing on your screen for further details and inquiries.
Tade Cash. Tade Cash is a world-class cash flow entrepreneur and investor, a super wealth coach, legendary closer, and an educator. Is the co-founder of more than 5 cash-rich businesses and believes that assets should be predictable, consistent, and perpetual income that funds our lifestyle. It shows individuals, companies, and nations how to unlock the hidden asset that would create perpetual, consistent, and predictable prosperity for them. He is the creator of the Short and Sell program and the Money Mastery program. He is the author of Shut Up and Collect the Money, the Money Mastery Revolution, Build Assets, Not Just a Business, as well as the Wealth Genotype. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as we welcome on stage Tade Cash.
Very much. I hope you're getting the point. So what you need to do today is Sunday. You can go on Facebook and you can just tag, Sunday Cash Flow Service hashtag episode Toggle Cash Flow Service 17, and then put what you have learned and hashtag Tade Cash. Tade Cash. You can join the Financial Freedom Fast Lane, and you can post stuff. It's going to be awesome. If you're on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at Tade Cash, and you can also post the same thing, hashtag Sunday Cash Flow Service 17, what you are learning, and also tag me at Tade Cash, and that is going to be beautiful. And this is awesome. This is beautiful. This is lovely. Because you see, we stay poor because we don't know it's an habit. Many times it's ingrained in us, and it keeps a lot of people poor. So let me go quickly today to the remaining 5, and it's going to be awesome. I want to tell you. These are the 6 mistakes that people make about staying poor that they don't know about. Is this, and you need to listen to this. It's going to help you. The belief in do your best, not what it takes. Okay? The belief in do your best, not what it takes. Now let me tell you something. People that get successful become WIT. What does that mean? They have what I call WIT mentality. What does that mean? It means that they have the whatever it takes mentality. You see, people that stay poor just I've done my best. Let me tell you, your best is a definition of your past programming. What you call your best is based on where you're coming from. So making it time for you to become what you want to be, for you to get the result you want to get with your life, you must quit doing your best and do whatever it takes. You must do your best. You see, somebody says the first time you do it, you suck because you suck. What does that mean? It means that you don't know it yet. So if you suck on something, if you do it, you're going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck. So this is what happens. If you don't think that because you get stuck at it, that's your best, you can do more than that. And somebody say, come on, man, you can get this thing done. You say, man, I don't know what's wrong with this man. I've done my best. But guess what happened? Your best is not good enough. What you need to do, we don't need your best. We need whatever it takes. So if you want to be rich, if you don't want to stay poor anymore, you need to start doing your best. I know this is coming like a shocking revelation to some of you today, but the guys that work with me knows this. We don't do our best here. We'll do whatever it takes. Guy, if you need to get it done, you need to get it done. Now, let me give you this instance and it's going to help you. I say it everywhere I've been around the world when I'm sharing this concept. Look at this concept. I tell you that the minimum wage you can make in your life is $1 million every month. If you live in Nigeria, that's just about $2,000. And because of the country that you live in, 1 million naira as a salary in Nigeria is something good. You know, someone will say, wow, that guy is earning money. But this is what happened. But did you know no matter your age, you can earn 1 million naira every month? You don't need to pray to do that. But you know why a lot of people will not earn 1 million naira is because of their programming. The way they have been designed, you can earn $10,000 averagely. You can earn $10,000. You can earn $100,000. You can earn 1 million naira, $1 million a month. Guess what happened? Guess why people are not going to do it? Because they believe they're doing their best. But your best is not going to give you a rest because you need to do whatever it takes to get it done. But what's going to change the situation? Look at the flip here. So suddenly you've always been making less than that all your life, and someone shows up in your life and he brings a gun and he says, Josh, I give you 30 working days. You know, I don't joke with my words. I don't joke with my words. In other words, in the next 30 days, if you don't make 1 million naira, I'm going to blow off your score. I don't care where you hide. I don't care where you go. I will find you and I will shut you down. Now, just what happened? For the first time, something will come up. Making 1 million naira becomes a necessity. It's not becoming a luxury. Before now, it's a nice thing to have, but now it's a must you must have. Guess what? If it is a must, you can. Hello. If it is a must, you can. If it is a must, you can. If it is nice to have, you can give excuses. The moment it's a wish, there is an excuse. The moment it's a must, there is a way. So this is what happened. The Yiddish proverb says, if it is a must, you can. The moment you're willing to do whatever it takes, you will secure your stake. So this is what happened to people. People do not see what they want in life as a necessity. So as a result of that, they just try to go. If it comes, I'm fine. The moment you see that staying rich is a necessity for you, 99% of your excuses will die instantly. Because some of you staying rich, getting rich, legally, incredibly, and morally is still a luxury. It's a nice thing to have. It's not a must thing to have. But this is what happened. People stay poor by saying, I've done my best. People that get things done don't do their best. They do whatever it takes. You do whatever it takes, man. So how long are you going to go to get this thing done? Whatever it takes up. That is the language of people that get rich. Not that I will do my best. I don't need your best. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. Now, if somebody's son is locked down in a room, and you know that if you don't get that door broken or open in the next 1 hour, the place is going to get exploded. Guess what? Are you going to do your best? Think about it for a moment. You're not going to do your best. You are going to do whatever it takes. The reason why you are staying poor, the reason why you're broke, the reason why you say selling is not my thing is because you think I can just do my best. I don't do my best. I do whatever it takes. You see, if I have to wake all night to be able to get something done, guess what happened? I stay awake all night. Why? Because I don't believe in doing my best. Because my best is based on my past. My future is dependent on whatever it takes. So nobody secured the stake by doing the best. Everybody that secured the stake, they secure it by doing whatever it takes. So if you want to secure the bigger things in your life, it's time to do whatever it takes. So this is it. Are you going to do whatever it takes to get what you want legally and credibly? Or is this going to be sucking in this sucking attitude? Or I'm just going to do my best. I can kill myself. And there is a fake song and poverty-driven song in town now. They will say, I can't come and die or something. I can't kill myself. If I don't have money, what's that song, brother? The song like that.
I can't kill myself. I don't need to flex.
No, not that one. Somebody say if I'm broke, it's what? That's why will you say, yeah, you see, in a way, if you broke your business, but this would happen. Why will you make being broke your business when you can make being rich your business? Your focus determines your direction. Energy flows in the direction of your focus. Why make being broke your business? That is a fucking seeking language. This is what happened. Make being rich your business, not being broke. You see, let me tell you, music have the power to shape your soul. Music have the power to shape your consciousness. And your consciousness is the currency that you use to trade in the universe of abundance. So this is what happened. Being broke is not your business. Being broke is your fault. Your business is getting rich. So this is it. Don't do your best. Do whatever it takes. So that is the 16 that you need to master today. Don't do your best. Do whatever it takes. Number seven thing that you need to do. Do whatever everyone is. This is what happens. Just do this and you will stay poor. Do what everyone else is doing. Do what everyone else is doing and you will stay poor. Look at it. There's a law called the law of saturation. What does the law of saturation says? The law of saturation says if two people are doing the same thing, one person is not necessary. If two people are doing the same thing, one person is not necessary. See, there are two kinds of life you can live. You can live a monopoly life or you can live a commodity life. Let me quickly quote Yeshua Messiah. You know what he says? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come unto the Father except through me. In other words, he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man come unto the Father except through me. No man come unto the Father except through me. That's a line with a monopoly. So you can choose to be a monopoly entity or you can choose to be a commodity enterprise. So the point is you choose. You want to be like every other person or you want to make a difference by being different. But you want to make a difference by being different. So this is what happens. If you try to be like every other person, you're going to stay poor. Because the world don't honor sameness. The world only honors uniqueness. The world don't honor sameness. Even identical twins don't like to be as fine as you are the same. Though they're identical, they came from the same womb, the same sperm originates them or produce them. But guess what happened? They don't even like. Because sameness is boring. And boring does not pay much. Most time, boredom does not pay at all. So this is what happened. You want to be different. So one way to stay poor is just be like every other person. The moment you're like every other person, you're gonna stay poor, my man. All right, so let's go straight to number 8 now. Now, one of the things that number 8 thing that you need to know is that assume that you are always right and you will always stay poor. Now, people don't get it. You need to choose one. Do you always want to be right or you want to be rich? Do you always want to be right or you want to be rich? The choice is yours. The people that stay rich know that they will not always be right, but they choose to be rich. In other words, when they make mistakes, they correct it rather than justifying and cerebrally holding on to the mistake because they love to be right. A lot of people stay poor because they want to be right. The way you're running your business, the business is not working. Why not learn from the people that can help you? But you always want to be right. You don't want to be wrong. So you always want to be right. So if you always want to be right, you can't always be rich. If you always want to be right, you can't always be rich. So this will happen. Knowing full well that you will not always be right, but you can always be rich, is what the rich do differently. You will not always be right. People stay poor because they assume they are always right. The moment you assume you are always right, you're not in the right place. You're not in the right place. Because one of the reasons why you're not always going to be right is because it shows if you're always right, it means you're not ambitious. If you're always right, it means you're not daring things big enough. If you're always right, it means you're not moving, you're living in your comfort zone all the time. So this is what happened. The moment you know that you can't always be right, you have just created a space for you to be rich. It means that when you're wrong, you correct it. Because being wrong does not mean you're bad. It just means you're wrong. So what do you do when you're wrong? You learn and you move on. But always assuming that you are right is one of the biggest certificate and invitation to being broke and staying poor. So this is it. What number are we now, man? Do you know the number? I think we are number 8 now. So let's go to number 9. Number 9 means that be easily replaceable. The moment you are easily replaceable, you will stay poor. A lot of people lose their job during COVID. Why did they lose their job? Suddenly it dawned on them that they are easily replaceable. The organization have found technology to replace them. So the moment they find the technology to replace them, guess what happened? They just let them go. So that is one thing that you need to do today. Don't be easily replaceable. Keep building high income skill. Keep building the skill that is in demand. Keep building the skill that people that will never go out of era. Learn how to sound, learn how to communicate, learn how to lead, learn how to write a copy, learn how to do things properly, learn how to speak, learn how to be bold. Guess what happened? There is no technology that can take a place of boldness. Hello. There is no technology that can take the place of boldness. There is no technology that can take the place of knowing how to speak properly. Because this is what happened to you. You must do that. Okay, man. That's number 9. Number 10. I'm going to give you number 10 right away. But before I give you number 10, we're going to go on this short break. And we will be right back. Don't go anywhere because...
Eden Creek is a virgin land located near satellite town Lagos. Raw and untapped, Eden Creek is a land surrounded by businesses and fully developed neighborhood. We are inviting you to come take your own share of this lucrative treasure. Buying Eden Creek by Whip Africa allows you to use it to either fund your living or as a place to live. With 1 million naira initial deposit, you can secure a plot right now. Yes, just drive from Jakonde Estate and you will be connected to an asset that can make you free. And with a 50% deposit, you can have your allocation to a land surrounded by full development. With 1 million naira deposit, you can reserve a slot today and begin your journey towards a lifestyle of wealth and abundance. Warning, this is a limited edition.
All right, guys. Thank you. Welcome back to the show tonight. I hope you have been able to pick wonderful things from what I've put down today. And literally, it's all about not staying poor. The mistakes that people make that make them stay poor. So this is it. The first person that listed what you have learned thus far, get a gift of a book from me right away. The first person that listed in order what I've shared with you today, you get the choice of a book for me, for my book. And I'm going to send the book to you by myself, wherever you stay in Nigeria. I'm going to ship it down to you for free, man. So this is what happened. I had to list the number 9 things that you have learned, the 9 things I have put down today for you to pick up, and that is going to be important. So you have to put it down. The first person to put it down, you will a gift of book from me, a book of your choice from the book I've read it. I think I've authored about 8 to 9 books. So you can pick any of those books, one book. So I'm going to send it to you for free, wherever you live in Nigeria. Shipping is on me. That's one gift today. All right. So let's go to the 10th. Let's go to the 10th stuff. Yeah, I make that easy for you. The first 2 persons that list that, the first two persons is going to is going to get that gift for me. The 10 things today that make people stay poor, the mistake that people make that make them stay poor, is that they believe they need people's permission to be rich. All right. They believe when you need people's permission to be rich, you are going to stay poor. Because you see, no one is going to give you permission because everybody is busy looking for their own expression. No one is going to give you permission to be rich. Everyone is busy looking for their own expression. So what do? You give yourself permission. You need to give yourself permission. A lot of people don't give themselves permission. They've lived all their life depending on people to give them the permission. They have this authority kind of stuff in the air. People have to give them permission. Pastor have to give them permission to do their life. People have to give them permission to live life. And so as a result of that, if you need permission to be rich, you're going to stay poor because no one is going to give it to you. Simple. No one is going to give you permission to get rich. No one is going to give you permission to get rich. If you think you need permission to get another stream of income, no one is going to give it to you. Everybody is busy looking for their own expression. No one is going to give you permission to be rich. So that is a 10th mistake that people make. Now, I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to give you one more bonus. One more bonus today. I'm going to go the extra mile. Remember, I promised you 10 mistakes, but I'm going to give you one more bonus. What's the bonus? The level mistake that people make that make them keep them poor is that people believe they're waiting for perfect condition before they take action. All right. They're waiting for perfect condition before they buy that property. They're waiting for perfect condition before you start investing in income producing asset. You're waiting for perfect condition. Let me tell you guys, there is no perfect condition. You just need to use the condition perfectly. There is no perfect condition. There is no perfect condition. You just need to use the condition perfectly. So this is what happened. Every condition must be used. There is not going to be a perfect condition for you to do things. Now, so many a time, people are waiting for perfect condition. People are waiting for perfect time to start that program. People are waiting for perfect time to begin to sell. People are waiting for perfect condition. There is nothing called perfect condition. It is an illusion. This is how Solomon the king says, is that he that waits for perfect condition will never get anything done. This is how Tadi Cash Bible put it. He that waits for perfect condition will never get rich. He that waits for perfect condition will never get rich. He that waits for perfect condition will never get rich. So guys, talk to me. Talk to me. What are you picking up tonight? Talk to me, man. Talk to me. Talk to me. So this is the 11 things I've given to you today. The 11 mistakes that people make that keep them stay poor. Are you making that mistake in your life? What mistake have you made in this 11? What habit have you unconsciously formed that is limiting you from creating the life that you want? You need to change today. And how do you change? Change begins with awareness. So you need to be aware of these things. You need to be aware that these are part of the life. These are kind of, are you blaming your circumstances? Are you doing more talks, less work? Let me tell you, it's only action that will set you free. So without action, you can't be free, man. You need to take action. So these are the 11 mistakes that people make that make them stay poor. What kind of any of these mistakes that you're making? How are you going to begin to amend your ways? What are your action takeaways from this program today? I need you to begin to look at your life and understand that staying poor is an habit. Staying poor is an habit that people built over the years. Many times people transfer this habit to us, our guardians, our handlers, our parents, the environment that we grew up, we pick them up. But it's time to put them up and pick up something different that can literally change your life. Someone said the reason I didn't go to school is because there is no one to help me. That means you're waiting for permission. People that wait for permission, they live their life in tension because you need to wake up. No one is going to give you permission, you give it to yourself. By the way, the paradox of life is that people only support the people that have given themselves permission to be successful. So the world is busy, and you have to get busier with your destiny. So if you don't do this, you can't do life. And this is why people stay poor. I need you to begin to look at it. I need you to watch this video again and again. I need you to share this video. I need you to inform your friends about this. I need you to ask your friend to come on board and learn things. You see, one person sent me a message yesterday from I think from Anambra somewhere, and he said to me that he invited all his friends to watch the Sunday cash flow service. You know why? Because, and he said something to me. He sent a message to me that his life, the life of his friend, are getting improved as I listen every Sunday. We've done 17 episodes. Perhaps this is your first or second episode. You may go back to our YouTube page at Tade Cash and watch the YouTube and watch the YouTube version of this video. Watch it and share it. Tell your friends about it. Like the video, subscribe to follow Tade Cash. I'm sent to help you. I'm sent to help you and also to make more money. You know what happened? Because this is very important. If you have not followed the YouTube channel, my guy, do me a favor today. Follow the YouTube channel. If you have not read any of my books, this is the best time and the easiest time and the easy. There's no perfect time to read my book. Every time is perfect to buy my book. So this is it. Pick up the book. And this is going to literally change you. I hope you pick something today. I hope you have learned from what we have shared, because I've come today to help you so that you can live an amazing, beautiful life. Because sister, poverty reduces your mental bandwidth. And poverty has what we call poverty behavior. You can have a poverty behavior and enjoy plenty experience, because your behavior will create your experience. So this will happen. Staying poor is an habit. Are you going to put it down today so that you can pick up the right habit to help you? So thank you very much for watching the show tonight, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be, you're going to have an amazing week, and just stay tuned, because the week is going to be blessed. You know what? Still blessed with the best. Until I see you, this is Tade Cash. Peace, love, and cash flow.
By businesses and fully developed neighborhood, we are inviting you to come take your own share of this lucrative treasure. Buying Eden Creek by Whip Africa allows you to use it to either fund your living or as a place to live. With 1 million naira initial deposit, you can secure a plot right now. Yes, just drive from Jakonde Estate and you will be connected to an asset that can make you free. And with a 50% deposit, you can have your allocation to a land surrounded by full development. With 1 million naira deposit, you can reserve a slot today and begin your journey towards a lifestyle of wealth and abundance. Warning, this is a limited edition.